Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Amtv, Alternative Media Television. Please like and share this video, get it out to your friends and family, and click the bell so you get our next video in your subscription feed. We are told that there will be a mass and great deception in the last days. The man and woman will be deceived by evil, by the beast, by the Antichrist. And we see this playing out in real events today. You can't even make this stuff up, where people are willfully, because they think it's cool and convenient, taking the mark of the beast in their right hands and or on their forehead, as is the case with Neuralink, the company that Elon Musk owns, which their intention, this is what they're working on now, is to take a microchip and install it into your cerebral cortex so you become the mark, so that you eternally separate yourself from God, the truth, the light, and salvation. And this, of course, folks, is all in the Holy Book. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the last days today. This is end times, and actions speak louder than words. Case in point, an article came out today where a gentleman, because he thinks it's cool, and I tweeted this on Twitter, make sure to follow me at AMTV Media, gets a live chip implanted in his right hand because he thinks it's convenient that it opens his door and that he can buy and sell with the chip, known as the mark of the beast, very conveniently when he's at the checkout counter, let's say getting his groceries or buying an article of clothing or something like that. In Barcelona, at a trade fair held on Monday, a man volunteered to have a chip inserted under his skin live on stage. This happened after another man who had already undergone the procedure showed off how he could make a payment with the implanted chip from his bank just by using a smartphone. The man named Edgar Pons said that he underwent such a process just so he could open the door to his house, as the radio frequency identification, RFID chip, he had implanted contains credentials to opening the door. And this is a direct quote. "It's super for me, very useful, because I have an automatic house now," he said. And so this is just another example, and we get countless after countless example of this every single day, but it seems that the general population just misses it. Another example being an African-American gentleman who was preaching the Word of God, was preaching the truth and the holy gospel, just yesterday was arrested in the United Kingdom for disturbing the peace. He was handcuffed behind his back, escorted away to jail by local authorities.
I can be arrested if you want.
Don't put your hands in my face.
I can be arrested if you want.
Hands in my face.
What's your face?
You're putting your hands in my face.
You better even make your life to the Lord Jesus Christ.
What are you doing here?
I am preaching.
You're preaching. I'm going to require you to go away.
You can never.
Okay, then I will arrest you for a breach of peace. Plain and simple.
What breach of peace?
This is what you're doing at the moment. You're causing problems, you're disturbing people's days, and you're breaching their peace. Okay, so for that to be dealt with, if you won't go away voluntarily, we will have to arrest you.
I will not go away because I need to tell them the truth. Because Jesus is the only way, the truth. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life.
I appreciate
and
that.
nobody.
But nobody wants to listen to that. They want you to go away.
Oh, you don't want to listen to that. You will listen when you are dead. You will listen when you are dead. You will listen. Take me. No. Don't take my Bible. Don't take my Bible.
Makes you wonder if he was Muslim, if the same thing would have happened to him. And we see this persecution of Christians in America. In fact, I think it's the most dangerous time in history to be a Christian in the United States. I talked about this yesterday, how the left is actually attempting to take down a cross that honors our World War I veterans in Maryland because it bothers them. You know, they're not bothered by abortion, but they're bothered by a friggin' cross. And it just goes to show you the intolerance that these people have when it comes to Christians It comes to those that preach the gospel and spread the holy word of Jesus Christ himself. Now look, you can't make this stuff up, folks. I'm not making it up that people are literally taking the mark of the beast as predicted and prophesied in the holy book itself in Revelation. None of this is a conspiracy theory. None of it is conjecture. It's actual reality. And we need to understand as human beings of this civilization that this will be sold as a giant deception. The Antichrist will sell himself as a solution, as a false prophet, as a holy man, and as a God. You know, I think it's interesting, for example, that quantum computing, they've got to put all these computers underneath the earth in the abyss of where Satan resides. Otherwise, the quantum computer chips aren't cool enough. That's kind of ironic. It's not very cool down there. But these computers and AI, artificial intelligence, which is rapidly taking over the globe in this push to globalism, one world government, a one world UN army, and a one world currency. All of this is based on the lie and the pretense that somehow this is the solution for humanity. There was another article yesterday that I read where a new AI deity is being worshipped, almost like a Buddha figure, because it's an all-knowing being that allegedly has all the answers and the salvation for humanity, even though that couldn't be further from the truth. The reason I'm making today's video is I'm just pointing out the cold, hard facts that this is in all of our faces, in the wide open, and they want you and may attempt to force you to take the mark of the beast. Look, you might not be able to buy or sell, get a bag of groceries, God forbid, even open your front door unless you have the mark in the very near future. They're going to outlaw things like driving a car because they're going to say it's too dangerous, and so that the Google AI needs to be in control of that, not you. The same people that ban, censor, and maybe in the not too distant future, outright outlaw the Holy Bible itself. Men and women all over the world are being persecuted, killed, and jailed, as was the case of this African-American gentleman, for preaching the holy word, simply vocalizing his belief system and vocalizing to the general public the holy gospel. You know, look, not all of you tuning in are Christians. Some of you come from different belief systems. Some of you might be atheists. Some of you might not even know. Maybe you're agnostic. But you need to understand, none of this is being made up. None of this is a figment of your imagination. It's literally what they're attempting to do. And I fear that AI, artificial intelligence, is the beast. I actually believe that it is Satan penetrating and permeating and programming the minds of its consumers, of this mass consumption of the sheep as they alter, change, and censor history and knowledge. And Americans and those around the world, maybe some of you tuning in, worship a God when looking up information. Alexa, what's this? Google, what's that? And then consume state-run mainstream media as if that's the truth, when in reality, it's a bunch of lies. It is the most dangerous time to be a Christian ever in the history of America and the history of the world. And we see this with a loss of community and a loss of borders and a loss of common culture, which is the intention to divide all of us. It is the actual end goal. And again, it is being sold as this promise, as this solution of convenience, when in reality, it is pure evil. It is the beast, and it is the Antichrist predicted in the book that I just held. I'm Christopher Green. I'd like to hear what you think. Put your comment question in the box below. Please make sure to like this video, get it out everywhere, and click the bell to get our next video in your subscription feed. Thank you, and God bless. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Now is the time to prepare and to ready yourself for what you know lies ahead. Learning about survival when it comes to food storage, when it comes to water, when it comes to the dangers of EMP attacks on our country, when it comes to the dangers of 5G is critical. We've created a brand new course, the first of its kind, amtvsurvival.com. Now's the time to prepare and ready yourself for what lies ahead. And to learn for what we know is already coming to the United States of America, you need to make sure you are protected. We have created a brand new, phenomenal AMTV survival course. Christopher Green hosts multiple episodes going over food, storage, the dangers of EMP attack on this country, the dangers of 5G, how to protect yourself and your family. Click the link below or go to amtvsurvival.com and join this network.